feel inside you are really very blessed to be breathing, to be alive. To experience everything that is happening around you. Just very slowly breathe in, very, very slowly with a lot of love, and then breathe out very, very slowly. No jerk, in a very slow and rhythmic way. Breathe in, breathe out. Do it 3-4 times at least. We live in this illusion that something will happen in the future. Everything has already happened, and everything is happening in the present. Just we are not present in the present. So we are missing the present, that is life. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Be relaxed and alert at the same time. Be in a state of relaxed awareness or alertness. Just to be alive and breathing is such a benediction, is such a blessing. But because of the madness of our ambitions, we are never here now. So much is happening in the present. Just feel it. Just experience it. It is a great blessing that you can hear all the sounds. You can see that which is beautiful and that which is ugly also. You can taste, you can smell, you can feel, you can think. All these can happen only when you are present in the present moment. If you are full of gratitude for the life which is given to you, you can never be violent, you can never be destructive, you can never be interested in any war. Just be a lake without any ripple, and everything will be reflected in the lake of your consciousness as it is. Now take few, breathe in slowly and breathe out slowly. Slowly, slowly open your eyes. What you have to say about the war between Israel and Hamas? Anything you want to say now, and then I will speak.
I think one thing I found out yesterday from the research was something called Nakba. I have mentioned to you.
What?
From my research yesterday, I found out something called Nakba. Nakba, Nakba.
Okay.
Have you heard of this Nakba before?
No.
It is what happened in 1948. It was what happened in 1948 when Israel...
Just wait.
Yeah. So this Nakba was what happened in 1948. That time Israel, the Jewish just started to establish their country, Israel. So in 1948, they drove the Palestinians out from Palestine. The Muslims, they were driving them out from, I don't know, is it one small state or what, but it happened in 1948 and it's called Nakba. And now the Muslim community and the Al Jazeera is using this to justify the current war against Israel. They call this, they say that because of this Nakba, then it's like justified for these Palestinians to for them to like, maybe, I feel this is a revenge war, sorry. It's a revenge war.
No, but What is this Nakba?
During the Nakba, many
what is
Muslims
Nakba?
were killed. Yeah, during this is the Jewish killed many Muslims and they drove them out from Palestine.
I am asking you, what is Nakba? What it means?
Oh, the meaning I don't know, but they call this incident in 1948 Nakba.
The thing is that when you listen to one side of the thing, half true, then it is worse than total lie. First of all, the first thing is that Jews were in existence approximately 2000 years before Islam came. So that is their original land. And this religion is also their religion first. Whatever is in Bible or in Quran, it is based on Judaism. That's why these religions are called Abrahamic. They are the first. So if you are cutting the very root, your own root, you are a mad person, you are a madman. And I like very much what Xi Jinping said. At least one statement of his I am in total agreement, that Islam is a mental disease. These are all great conspiracy and great trick to wipe out both Jews and Christians from this earth. What they believe in is just murder, rape, killing, violence. It's not at all religiousness. It is just revengefulness. It is just trying to possess the whole earth. They may be talking that only when everyone is either killed or converted to Islam, then only they can go to heaven. Then only the last judgment night can happen. Qayamat, what they call it, Qayamat. But these may be just concocted stories created by satanic minds to capture everything on this earth. And there is a possibility that they may be on opium dose of religion also. So they may be also delusionary people. But whatever it is, if they think that life begins only after death, the life on this earth is just of 4 days and it has no value, then why you are here? Who is stopping you? You go, all of you commit collective suicide. But why you want to kill others? Those who are creative, those who want to contribute something, those who are really religious, who is trying to make this earth into heaven, not desiring any imaginary heaven. You let them live. If they have even little bit of understanding of religion, then they will behave according to what Mahavir said. Live and let other live. Jio or jeene do. But they don't believe in that. So it is the Jew who were the original people. This land belongs to them. Their sacred place is older than both Christians and Muslims. And Muslims and Christians have other religious places also. They say Alaska Mosque is the third, but this is also a big trick. This is also it is a tactic to capture others people's land. Wherever they will find some holy place, some pilgrimage place for other people, then they will capture it. That is what they did in many of the. If you find all the almost all the Hindu religious places, they have destroyed the original place and then they build their mosque, or just build the mosque just near, taking half of the place. In India there are so many places which has hundreds of acres of land, but it has been all captured by Muslim. To those to whom land belongs, they have only 1-2 acre, and all the 90 acre, 95 acre they have captured. So that is their robber mentality everywhere. It's all a bullshit story that Muhammad went from Mount of Dome or whatever. From there he went ascended to heaven on Burak. It is a story created perhaps 200 years after Muhammad's death. It may be little lesser or more, not more, near about 200 years. So when you are creating story after his death, so it is all concocted. The desire, the ambition was to take up their holy place, to capture their holy place. That was the very intention. And the Alaska Mosque is at the place where, after capturing the place, after killing Jews, the place where Umar, he did his Nawaz there they have built this mosque, Alaska Mosque. And the Dome of Rock or whatever is its name, from there Muhammad ascended. That both of them are nearby. But how, when you are coming later on, the place was already holy for them, so how it belongs to you?
Yes, Swami.
Don't just just read something or listen to something and be hypnotized by it. Use your brain also a little bit. The Christians have their Vatican and they have other Bethlehem and other places. Mohammedans have so many other places. Makkah and Medina is their, even according to them, that is their third most religious place. But Jews have suffered because of these people, Christians and Mohammedans, for thousands of years. If you have any sanity, if you are even little bit civilized, now let them live in peace. They are blessing for the whole world. They are the most creative people. You are taking side of criminals, of goons, of those who are antisocial. You are taking side of terrorists when you say you are defending them. Why all these Muslim countries, if they are so compassionate, why don't they take, if they say that Hamas is different and Palestine is different, you take back all the Philistine. If Philistine is different, there's all saintly type, you take them. But that is also their part of their game. That all these people, if they become homeless, they will go to some European country. They will breed like pigs and other animals, and then they will increase the population. That is what they are interested in. Demographic change, demographic invasion. Now Scotland is becoming interested because it has already fight with Great Britain. So they want to take this Philistine. That is what politicians do. Later on, the old people will suffer because of them. Maybe they will create vote bank and they will use these same people in their war with England. But when you are just looking for cheap solution, momentary solution, then for a longer time you will have more suffering. And what they are saying, it is our land, it's all bullshit. Most of the land these Jews have bought, rich Jews have bought from Arabs. So they have already paid the price. People like Rockefellers, extremely rich people, they bought those land. So it belongs to them now. Once you have sold it, it is their land. And finally, when it was decided that this much land is for Israel, for Jewish people, and the other is for Philistine, it was they who started all the wars. Now you are totally misinformed. If you attack them, then they have right to defend or not. If you attack them, they will kill you or not. Or they will behave like Gandhi, that you slap me on one cheek, I will give you the other cheek. Then they will have no cheek. It is they who have always attacked. Moment it was settled, not even one day passed they attacked first time. Then they attacked, they went on attacking. In every decade they have attacked at least once or twice. One time 6 of the Arabic country combined together. Then also Israel defeated them. First time, then when the war happened, there were only about 600 Israeli there, and they defeated them. So when you have more intelligence, when you are sharper, then you will be able to defeat. When you have better technology, you will be able to defeat. Instead of whatever land they got, instead of doing something creative, instead of trying to change those places, they went on attacking, and then their land went on getting reduced. So who is to be blamed? If you are attacking them, they are winning the war, so they are capturing other places, but you are attacking first. So when you don't know anything, then this is how you get influenced. If even little bit these Muslims around the world, if they had even just a iota of religiousness in them, they would have condemned immediately, irrevocably. They would have condemned what? This Hamas attack. They should have said that what you have done is the greatest sin possible. What they did with women and children, only insane people can praise such things. If you are still influenced little bit, then you are a mad person. So if the whole Muslim world has said that this is wrong, what you have done is absolutely wrong, we are not going to support you in any way. Whatever they are doing, it is because of their support. It is not that Hamas are alone. All the weapons have been provided by these Muslim countries, and they wanted all of them. They have these desires to butcher all the Israelis. All the weapons, all these drugs, which makes them Havan, which makes them Satan, which makes them killing machine, is provided by all these Muslim countries. If these Muslims were little sensitive, how could they have stood with Hamas? You are the one, you have begun everything. Once you have started, once the movie has begun, you don't know where it will end. And Israel is very kind, otherwise it could within minute it can destroy the whole Arabic world. It has very big amount of nuclear weapon. What they are going through in these years, they are living in great self-control. Otherwise, the way they have behaved with their women, and They care for their people. For once they had captured one of their shoulder, only one. For that they released from their prison 1,000 terrorists. Now this time also they want, in this Hamas people, they want to give, they will give these hostages only when they will release 6,000 of these Philistine people. They are not people, they are terrorists. Why they will release all these 6,000? Now this, if they surrender, they will go on doing the same thing again and again. Because Modi said very clearly that he condemned that this Hamas attack. This is a terrorist attack. But that doesn't mean he is not sending food and other relief material for these Philistine people. He is sending everything, whatever they need. So this is how people should behave. But even these people don't deserve anything. Otherwise, if the terrorists are hiding in their midst, their number is more. Why they are surviving there? They are surviving there because they are supporting them. They also have the same illusion. They are also living in the same fool world that if all the Jews are destroyed, if they are all of them are killed, then they will enter into the heaven. Their greed is for the heaven. The video which you send, the audio which you send, in which this idiot, this mentally sick man, was saying that I have killed 10 Jews, and he was almost blissed out. He was so happy, so excited, that no Nobel Prize winner will be ever so excited. Those who get Nobel Prize in science, they are really great people. They will never become so excited, because these are matured people. But what he was having, this illusion, he was totally brainwashed that he is going to enter into heaven, and all his family members were also so enthusiastic, because for them to kill a Jew is, you have done the greatest virtuous act. So if that is your belief, then the other party has to be very alert. How happy he was and his whole family was. You heard whatever he was saying or not? No madman can be so mad as he was. He was in his own world. He made his own world, and he was just... So that kind of insane people, you cannot make them come to senses. They need electric shock. They need hellish treatment here. Then only they will realize that they are not going to any heaven. How his parent, his brother, they were so excited. His mother, even his mother was, you have done really great. Kill more. And people, idiots, are getting impressed. These are not only criminals, they are mentally sick people. Absolutely sick. No mentally sick people can be so sick. And it is almost the case with the whole Muslim world. Otherwise, there is no problem at all. Let them live in peace there. It's not that in the world there is no other place. You find your place and live there. The whole war is all just political. It is just to capture their land. Because they hate Jewish people, so they have no right to survive. But you have to see the Muslims and the Jewish people. You will feel the difference. They are really sensitive people. They really have reverence for life. Even their shoulders are beautiful people. But if you behave like an idiot, you can get influenced by anything. You read something, what was Nakwa and Fakwa. That is all Fakwa. What they want is just fuck. What you were saying?
No, I was just saying the term was Nakba.
Oh, you read some idiotic thing. From where you read this? Nakba and Takwa. If now what you are doing?
Starting the recording.
If the Muslim world had condemned the Hamas attack in totality without any condition, then the whole world would have stood with them. But it is now they have exposed themselves to such an extent. Now anyone who has even little bit of intelligence has understood. The whole world may be insane or mad, but they are the maddest people possible. You cannot even imagine anything beyond their madness. Just yesterday the news came that they are going to execute 8 Indian naval officers in Qatar. Why they are going to kill them? Because they say that they were spying for Israel. You have invited them to guide you, to guide your naval system. So they are the topmost Indian naval people. They are very capable people. Why they have done it? Because Modi said that I condemn this Hamas attack. So just to take the revenge, they want to kill these Indian naval officers. For them, human beings are worse than even this radish and what is the other thing? The juice which we drink of that. The same, it looks like radish but pink color. Not pink, red color. In Hindi it is called gajar, what it is. You are so lacking in words. Carrot. So human being has even less importance than carrot and radish for them. Now they are in solitary confinement. Their whole economy is totally dependent on India. All the big companies, their functioning are Indians. The intelligence behind that country is of India. India is giving them, supplying them food from 40% to 70%. And you are so ungrateful. If India was violent like you, it can reduce you within minutes. The whole country will be reduced to ashes. These are all sick criminal type of mind. They are trying to pressurize, create pressure. They want the Indian Muslims here to go against Modi. And you are standing with these assholes. It is all these Hamas people who are the brain behind, who are the mind behind this attack. They are all hiding in these Muslim countries, especially in Qatar. It is a very safe hiding place for all criminals. And this Al Jazeera is just a tool of the royal family of Qatar and the government of Qatar. So you can do propaganda now. The people are saying that in Europe, in America, everywhere, most of the people are going against Israel. They are more for Palestine. But it is mostly Muslims and also those who are leftists and communists. Because that is the whole thing. That's why they come together, communists and Islamists. Their beliefs are contradictory. Communists believe in no God. They are absolutely atheistic. Muslims are such a blind believers, but still they have come together. Because they are in their insensitivity, they are equals. For both of them, human life has no value. For communists, human life has no value because consciousness is just a byproduct of matter. So you are just like a toy. One toy is destroyed, then the other toy can be created. But if you base countries on these third-rate, nonsensical ideology, then this is what is going to happen. Because people, they don't think they are responsible. If you want a good government, you need to be responsible. If you want freedom and you are not responsible, you will get rotten people as your government. All kind of crazy mad people will rule you. But we think our only work is just to check copies and fart the whole day, and then our life will be very beautiful. If you are not awake, whatever is happening to the world, the fire is reaching around you and you are asleep, you are in your bed comfortably lying down. All these religion should go to dustbin, should go to where garbage is, because if they had anything good to offer, the whole world would have been beautiful. Even if there is something beautiful in it, those things which are beautiful has been discarded. Little bit beauty may be there. But all these people who are interested in these religion, they have nothing to do with religion. They are just greedy for heaven. If someone is believing in 135-foot hoor, they will get in heaven. That person should be treated in hospital, in mental hospital. And you are also such an idiot, you were impressed by them. That means the intelligence level is very low. I had also most of my good friends, most of my best friends were Muslims. But now everything is revealed. I have known them. They are sick people. I am ready to give up all these people. If they are sick, if they are rotten, what is the need to cling to them? I have no relation with Israel. But if you are standing with criminals, you are yourself a criminal. And when you have to deal with serpent, then you need not show compassion. They are needed to be trodden under your feet. There is a Hindi movie, Sholay, in which there is a dialogue. The chief villains, seeing the man who was there to fight with him, he said that, "तू क्या लड़ेगा मुझसे ठाकुर? तेरे तो मैंने हाथ ही काट दिए." That means how you will fight with me? I have just cut both of your hands. So with what you will fight? So the Thakur said, सांप को कुचलने के लिए हाथ के नहीं पैरों की जरूरत है. To trample a snake, you don't need your hand, you need your feet. My feet is enough. And he was wearing feet full of nails at the bottom. And then he first broke both the hands with his shoe full of nail, and then he crushed him. That is what Krishna said to Arjuna when he was having his fight with Karna. And while both of them were fighting, the wheel of the Karna chariot got stuck in a muddy place. So his chariot it cannot move. So he said to his charioteer that you just be there, I will take out the wheel. So he said to Arjun, wait till I take out the wheel. So Arjun, because he was a valiant warrior, he was a real warrior, he waited for him. But then Krishna said, for what you are waiting? This is the right time, kill him this. Arjun said, this is not right according to, this is adharma, this is not dharma. He is without weapon. How can I kill him now? He said, don't talk big things. When Draupadi was being disrobed, he was also sitting there. It was he who said that a woman who has 5 husbands, she is no better than a prostitute. And it was he who said that bring her here and make her naked. So he is equal partner in their crime. Though Karna was their elder brother, but none of them knew. Karna later came to know because his mother who became pregnant before her marriage, so she had to abandon him. So someone else was taking care of him. They became his mother and father. So Karna knew because his mother went before the war happened that you are my son, so you come to their side, you fight with their side. They are on the right, they are with dharma, so you be with them. But Karna was not he had also certain principle. He was not a man without principle. He said that Duryodhana is my friend and he has helped me when no one was there to help me. He has given me everything. He has given me respect, dignity. So I cannot abandon him. They may be my brothers, but I will fight with Duryodhana, with the other side. Because he helped me then when no one was there to help me. But I will not let you go without giving you something. Because no one ever goes from my door empty-handed. So I will not kill any of your sons other than Arjun, because he is my chief rival. I am leaving only to show to the world that I am a greater archer than Arjun. The whole meaning of my life is to beat him in the war and to kill him, because without killing him the Pandavas cannot be defeated. So you will always have 5 sons. If Arjuna dies, then I will be there, so you will have 5 sons, which you have even now. And if I die, then also you will have 5 sons. So I will not kill any of your other sons. But Arjun didn't know that he is my brother. So Krishna said that he was always there in all the evil deeds of Duryodhana. He was a participant. If you are in wrong company, if you are in bad company, their evil deed will also affect you. It was Karna who while they were by conspiracy, they were defeated in the gambling match and they went to forest. So it was Karna who said that let us go and rub more salt in their wound. Let us go and make joke of them because now they have no kingdom, nothing. They are just living like ordinary people. So all of them went there and they had battle with the Gandharva and all of them were defeated. They were taken into prison. But Yudhishthir sent his brother Bhim and Arjun. He said that you go and release, because they are also our brother and they are ruler of that kingdom. So it is our responsibility. We are living in their kingdom, so it is our responsibility to help them, to release them from, if someone else come from outside, then we have to help them. So these Pandava went and they fought with these Gandharvas, and then they helped them to be released from their imprisonment. So then Krishna said that this is the right time, otherwise you cannot defeat him, you cannot kill him, because he is as skillful as you are, and you have divine weapons. He has not divine weapons, but without divine weapons, still he is equal to you. So when he will have weapon in his hand, you will not be able to kill him. So kill him, this is the right time. Then Karna said that this is not dharma. Then Arjun also understood everything, whatever Krishna was saying. He said that when you followed dharma, you were all the time with adharma. So your time is over now, I will kill you now. So he killed him. But before this happened, they had already broken all the laws of rules which they had set before the war. That only one person can fight with one. One great warrior, which is called Maharathi, will fight only with Maharathi. There will be equal match. It is not that you are fighting with a pygmy. If you are a great warrior, then you have to fight with the great warrior. One warrior with one, not that. But they surrounded Arjuna's son from all around and they killed him. 6 people combined together, all great warriors, killing one person. So after that, all the rules which they had set themselves was broken. So when you are dealing with criminals, then you have to be ruthless. Hello? If you are very kind to them, then they will destroy you. That's why I feel that for Israeli people, they should all read Mahabharata and they should all read Bhagavad Gita. Because Arjun also fell into this delusionary state. He became infatuated. Then Krishna told him, he taught him all the yogas, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, Karma Yoga. He made him totally established in himself, totally silent and peaceful, without any lust and greed. And when you fight in that state, then you will know what is the right thing to do, what should be done, what should not be done. When you are dealing with murderers, when you are dealing with rapists, when you are dealing with butchers, you need to be very ruthless. Once you are established in your witnessing consciousness, whatever you will be doing will be right thing. Have you understood or not anything?
Yes,
So you just see what these Qatar, this country has done. Just because Modi said these are terrorists and we cannot stand with Hamas, we are with Israel. So these are all sick people. And when Nupur Sharma said all those things, it was this Qatar which was playing the most evil game among all the Muslim countries. They cannot be trusted. You cannot trust a Muslim. He may behave in a very friendly way, but only as long as Islam is not concerned. And even if the Western world is divided about it, even if Christians are divided, everyone is interested in his own vested interest. Christians also treat a Jewish as their enemy because they think that they have killed Jesus. Only a person who is impartial will see what is the present thing. The whole world needs Jewish intelligence, and they are good people. They have only one country. Islam has at least 55 countries, and they are living everywhere. They are spreading their tentacles everywhere. Christian has so many countries. If you are even little bit kind, you should all provide them with a very peaceful existence. But because the whole world is mad and sick, that's why people are divided. Otherwise, there is no confusion. Krishna was never confused with whom to stand. I know all the time what Muslims do, what they do in India. There were so many protests in India also. Everywhere they were in. Whenever there will be something happening in France or anywhere, they will do violence in India also. What has India to do with that? When your Prime Minister has taken a decision, when he has said that we are against Hamas, then why you are in support of Hamas? They are not even in support of Philistine, they are in support of Hamas in India, very clearly. They have not appreciated that Modi is sending food and all other necessary medicine and all those things for Philistine people. Because it is all political. What they want is that there should be a civil war in India. And anyway, there are so many people who want Modi not to be in power in 2024. So this is all part of the same game. And it was because they were making a corridor from India to Arabic country to Europe. So it will be the ships and everything, whatever is to be transported to these countries will follow that path, that corridor. Perhaps the final destination was Haifa port in Israel. So it was totally against China, because they were also building their own Belt Road initiative. So even China thought that this has to be hindered, obstructed. That's why they are in support of Hamas. So it is all game of power. It is all game of more and more money. They don't want this corridor to happen. And China is totally desperate that India should never become its competitor. So they are doing everything. What the Chinese do, they are just cheaters, they are just stealers of technology from other countries. They are expert in reverse technology. They go to West, they steal their technology. This is how even Pakistan built its atom bomb. It was all based on stolen things. So you are a thief, intellectual thief. Very hurt. Sick Chinese woman, very hurt.
No, sorry, I'm not hurt. Sorry, I'm not hurt.
I was with you, Russia at that time, because America was, even in this whatever conflict is happening, maybe America is at the center of the whole thing. But in this war, even Russia is looking for its interest. But you cannot blame Russia very much, because already it has been harmed so much, so it will try to survive. And these people are not sages, they are all warmongers, so you should not expect. And even if they behave, if like Russia becomes like non-aggressive, then they will consume the whole Russia. So, you have anything to say?
No, Swami, very beyond excellent, Swami. I feel this is a very, very complex thing to understand because there are so much that is.
It is complex because your mirror is not clean. Otherwise, you will understand whom to support. It's not that it is in the world there is nothing like black and white. It is always grey. Because everyone is unconscious. And if you are living in the midst of unconscious people, you have to play their game. When you are in Rome, be like a Roman. So, but this is all complete bullshit that Jews are the evil people. If you see in India, all these Muslims, mullahs, they are so much full of poison against Jews. It is just a blind belief, nothing to do with any reality. That shows that these so-called religious people, they are the worst kind of people. You cannot use your intelligence even little bit. And this whole game is of the Muslims. Even in Medina, it was their land, it was the land of Jews, they were living there. By their conspiracy, they captured that land also. And if the Jews didn't accept Muhammad as the prophet, no one was accepting him. If any madman says that I am prophet, why should anyone accept him? When he was in Makkah, he had less than 100 or near about 100 followers. Only when he started killing people, murdering people, looting people, then his numbers increased. So who is converted? Whose heart is converted? No one is converted. And when Muhammad died, so many people, those who had converted, they started leaving Islam. Then Ali started killing. Peaceful Ali, peaceful Sufi Ali started killing all those people who were leaving Islam. He was burning people alive. So where is peace in Islam? Just the very word they say is peace. Actually it means surrender to the will of Allah. And there is no will of Allah, it is all will of Muhammad. Allah is just his false ID. If something has lot of followers and it is very old, that doesn't mean that it is true. If the apples are rotten, you have to blame the tree. If Quran is so beautiful a book, how can you following it, how can you murder, how can you rape? How can you kill small children? How can you kill people, small children, and feed the mother or grandmother with their dead body, making food out of it? How can you take out eyes of alive small children with knife? No sane person can do it. If you have little bit sensitivity, you cannot even imagine that you will be able to do it. They are not only criminals, they are mentally sick people. just you saw, if you hear his voice, the way he was so excited and so happy that as if he has done the greatest virtuous act in the world. And he was a civilian, he was just a common Philistine. So where everyone there is terrorist. Actually, Israel was very kind. They had left that Gaza, that place in 2005. Forcefully, they had removed their Jewish people were also living there. They had emptied the whole place. They had given them the whole place. And then first time Hamas won the election there. But after that, there was no election after 2005. And the whole, they were concentrated on western side. So they were not very much aware that what they are doing. They are amassing weapons, and they had built so many tunnels. And the whole Muslim world was helping them. Few more things has to be shared, okay?
Yes, sir.
Just now I heard a news that Biden has said to Qatar very clearly that what you are showing in your Al Jazeera, it's absolute lies. Just drop all those propaganda. So don't depend on Al Jazeera and channels like that. They are just tools for propagating their ideology and spreading lies. They may have lot of money. When you have lot of money, Qatar is one of the richest country. Almost 70% of the whole petroleum energy is there. So, and it is a small country, so they are richest, as perhaps the richest as far as per capita income is concerned. But it is all not out their creativity. Even those wild, what do you call it? Even those, the digging for the oil has been done by Western experts, Western scientists and engineers. So they have just got few things for free. So they are enjoying that. It is all of haram. Once that is depleted, the oil is finished, and they will again be back on their camels. Yesterday I was hearing to Sayyid Rizwan Ahmad. He is a Muslim, but he is authentic. So he was saying that perhaps in 2005 or maybe earlier they captured this Al-Aqsa Mosque, Israel, in a war, and they had their flag on top of the mosque. So some of the Israeli themselves said it is not good to have the flag. So they removed it within few hours. They had worn it, they removed it, the flag. And at that time in 2005, I don't remember when they had worn it, maybe earlier, but in 2005, it was Israeli government who decided that only 5 Israeli are permitted to go inside the mosque, because that is for them also a religious place. Only for 3 hours it is allowed, and only 5 Israeli can go. That was increased in 2010 10 Israeli can go, something like that. And in 2070 now it is 50 people can go, but they can only go to visit that place. And Netanyahu has himself said that for Israeli it is just they will visit that place, but for Muslim it is a place for prayer and worship. So they are so kind about it. There are 12 doors in that mosque. 11 are reserved for the Muslim and only one is used by Israeli. If you have won a place, who will give it to their enemy? They are powerful, they can do whatever they want. And they have given it the Waqf board of what is the name of the country? I think perhaps it is Jordan. So Jordan it's also a Muslim country. They have the right. Their mullahs are maintaining that place. And when Israeli go there, these Muslims, they will throw stones on them. So when you know the facts, then you know who is the disturber. I don't know what will happen, whether they will execute these Indian, I think they are ex-naval staffs, because the news came yesterday, and yesterday it was Thursday. In the night the news came at about 6:30 Indian time in the evening. And Friday, Saturday their offices are closed. And mostly they execute people on Fridays. So I don't know what will happen. But this is just a tactics to pressurize. Indians don't indulge in spying. So it's all just, when they had imprisoned them, now they were kept in solitary confinements. When they had imprisoned them, then they had not those charges, but later on they labelled these charges because Modi supported Israel. So, and there are many idiots in India also of different parties. They may have given them this idea, do it, and then Modi will be in pressure. So that's all I wanted to say. When you are not mature, then anyone can cheat you. I was also Muslims are very good in behavior. They know how to, because whether it is whatever they are following has any worth or not, but at least they believe in it more than other people believe in their religion. So they want whatever they are taught, they are trained for all those things, how to behave in a very nice way. Only then, if you influence people, only then you can convert them later on. So they know how to behave well. Others are not so much interested. They are not so careful about it, because especially if you are a Hindu, if you are a Buddhist, if you are born in India and you follow a religion which was born in India, then by believing in anything, nothing is going to happen. Whatever is going to happen will happen according to your own karma. If you are doing wrong deeds, You will go to hell. You can go on praying your whole life. That cannot be wiped out. If your deeds are bad, then you have to suffer.
Yes, Swami.
But in Islam and in Christianity and all those religions, all these Abrahamic religions, if you are able to please the God, you may have done anything wrong. And that may be the appeal for all kind of stupid people. Because you can go on doing any kind of unconscious, brutal and cruel behavior, cruel acts. And you just have to buttress the ego of your God. And then you will be forgiven. That is what they say. Muslims say that Allah is very kind, very compassionate. But we are also clever people. And we are always seeking shortcuts. So we will follow that kind of religion where just by praying you can change the God. You may have done all kind of wrong thing. If you want to do the right thing, then you will have to become right. You cannot do right thing if you are wrong. If you are unconscious, you will be doing all kind of wrong thing. So you need to get rid of your unconsciousness.
Yes, Swami.
That may be your appeal also about Quran, and because it was according to your lethargic unconscious habits.
Maybe. But after I started reading Mahabharata, right, I realized that there's no scriptures that can be comparable to that Mahabharata. Yes.
Mahabharata is not a religious scripture. Mahabharata is not like Bible or Quran or Gita. It is also a history. It's a history book. This is how it happened like that. But then it is a psychological book also. Reading it, you will understand different kinds of psychology, how people work. If you are a greedy person, how you will work, how you will act. If you are very ambitious, then how you will do things. If you are a conscious person, then how you will act. So when something is taught in stories, it is more interesting. You will be able to imbibe it easily.
Yes, Swami. Although it might not be a religious scripture, but the quality of having something spiritual is million times more than Quran, Swami. The quality of the kind of message is conveying is just godliness, Swami.
Quran is just based on greed and fear. It is nothing beyond that. And these books are not at all spiritual. They can be at the maximum morality is in those books. You are getting commandments, 10 commandments. They are telling you what to do, what not to do. Do's and don'ts. But they are not transforming you. Everything is already given to you. You can remain the same person. Just you only don't do those things which are prohibited. and do those things which are told to you to do. But you can do good thing, but you may be very bad inside. You may be a very greedy person, but you can donate a lot of money because you are seeking comfort in heaven. Life here is only for few years, and then you will be in heaven for eternity. You are just a good businessman if you are following those scriptures. Huh?
Yes.
Is it clear or not?
Yes, very clear already, Swami.
Then why you fall in traps all the time?
Because I used to
You
always
read something nakwa, phakwa, and then you are very influenced.
No, because yesterday you were asking me to look for the video. So when I was looking, then there was things that came up. Then suddenly I realized
I
that
was also telling you how it all those things were happening. I was telling you for last few days, and then how you, just because something was written, anything that is written doesn't become truth. They are looking things according to their desire. What is the reality is that even if the Jews will offer them, okay, you take it, we are just going, they will not leave them, they will kill all of them. Because their Allah will not be pleased. Their Allah is demanding their blood. Or you convert. You have no other possibility. So how can any sane person stand with these people? I should have all the right whether I want to be converted or not. If they are not converting people, they are just waiting for the right opportunity. When they will be the strongest, then they will not allow anyone to even breathe freely. Everything will be dictated. You have to do like this. You don't know that, you don't have no understanding of their evilness. In their hadith, in their religious book, everything is told how you have to do. How you have to wash your asshole. How many stones you have to use. Which food you have to walk first, whether it is left or right. How to wear your clothes. How to wash your mouth. How to do sex with your wife. And this is totally it's like, it is if you are following Quran, if you are following Allah, then you have to have sex with your wives and also with your slaves. And those people who are not Muslims, you don't have to follow any, you don't need to marry them. You can rape those women if they are not ready to convert. And when you are in war and you have won the war, then all those whom you have defeated, they are male ganimat. That means it is a blessing of Allah. You have got them as your property, as your booty of the war. So use them the way you want. Rape them, gang rape them, sell them in the market. Everything is allowed. Everything is allowed by Allah Himself. It is folly to be wise where wait. Where ignorance is bliss, it is folly to be wise. If wishes were horses, beggars would ride. So they are just wishing that the whole world should disappear and only Islam should That is only just greed for power. They are behaving like small children. Small children are dictators. They just don't want, they want everything to happen according to them. My daddy greatest. That is their attitude. My Allah greatest. There was the most famous boxer was Muhammad Ali. He was a Christian. His name was Cassius Clay. Then he converted to Islam because he was a Negro and he was not respected by Christians. So he converted just because of that. Because he was given respect in Islam. And he used to say before, I am the greatest. That was his very famous line, I am the greatest. But when he converted to Islam, then he started saying, I am second greatest. Allah is the greatest. But that also was a blasphemy. He should at least should have third greatest. Second greatest is always Muhammad. But my father used to say that now he is saying I am second greatest. Later on he will realize that he is nothing, just a nobody. All the retarded people think that their religion is the greatest and they are the greatest people. Their book is the last book. Their prophet is the ultimate prophet. Their scripture is the best scripture. No other scriptures have any right to exist anymore. This is how all the war happens. If your religion is so great, you will be happy, you will be satisfied, you will be contented. Then you will not care whether others are following it or not. You are happy, that's all. Is it clear or not?
Clear, Swami, clear.
Oh, what clear? Before it was very clear, now it is less clear.
No, it's very clear. It's very clear already.
It's like your shit. Something is hanging.
No, it's very clear.
Don't get confused all the time.
Yes, Swami. I feel so blessed that I can have Swami's guidance. It's really not easy to see the truth in a world where lies are all around. It gets so confusing when you have all the different things spreading and they looks.
I am little fanatic. Okay, you first complete.
And it looks, it was whatever was said like about the Nakba. It was, if you don't have a clarity, it just looks believable.
I am little fanatic in my statement. I am little stubborn in the way I say things. Just because I don't want people with whom I am talking to be so confused. When you are clear, when your vision is clear, then your energy will not be scattered. But when there is confusion, you are all the time like pendulum moving from one extreme to other extreme.
Yes, Swami.
There is no confusion at all. The moment these Hamas people, they did such cruel act, they have exposed themselves. They are the demons. They are the Rakshas. They are the criminals. They cannot be the hero in this story. And what they were doing, these people were celebrating. They were not disturbing anyone. They were just enjoying some religious kind of festival. How I don't understand how people can still support them. That shows that they are themselves all criminals. They know that they have certain vested interest. They belong to certain group. I don't belong to anything, but I can see things as it is. If you are killing children, if you are raping women, if you are killing people who have nothing to do with war, if you are really brave, you should have fought with the Israeli soldiers. But you are cowards. You are killing people who are just helpless, who have no weapons there. You knew that you cannot face these Israeli soldiers. This is not a way any brave people behave, and they have great ego that Muslims are very brave. I think they are the most cowardly people. They are never alone. They are always in a crowd. Whenever they have to do violence, they are always in crowd. And it is sheep that comes in crowd.
Yes, Swami.
All Israeli soldiers should read Mahabharata and Bhagavad Gita. That will keep them composed and cool in their war against evil forces. Krishna can be the greatest guide for Israeli people in this troubled time. Krishna can be a great solace for Israeli in their dark nights. Dark nights would be their conflicts. If the studio can happen, if all those things can happen, I will be happy. But I don't want to burden you for that. If it happens without burdening you, I'm all for that. But I know how much you are earning for, so I cannot say like, oh, so buy for me this Rolls Royce, that Rolls Royce. He was saying to Sheila. But his game may be very different. It may be just to create more and more sensation in the world so that he remains in the news. People are so mad. If you are silent, no one will take notice of you.
Yes.
Osho talks about that once, because there used to be fight always between husband and wife, so the husband became very silent, so he was just silent reading his newspaper. Then the wife started fighting. She said that I cannot tolerate your silence. This is too much. When you are fighting, it is normal, it is all right, but this silence is totally intolerable. So whether you are silent or you are fighting, it is same for people who are inside boiling. If inside you are restless, then you just need excuses. Any excuse will do. That is what they are doing also, these Hamas people.
Yes, Swami.
They are just looking for excuses to do their violence, to grab others people's land. There is nothing, no issue is there. That is what America was also doing. It was whole American game to create this war between Russia and Ukraine. Otherwise, if America was a sane country, its politicians are like all prostitutes. They are only seeking money. Money is their god. That's why even on American dollar it is written, in God we trust. Why you have to write it on your dollar? You should have written in dollar we trust. But here also you are being hypocrite. What you trust in is in dollar, not in God. Otherwise, how can you create so much bloodshed everywhere in the world. So whatever they are saying, they don't mean it. They mean something else. What they mean is that in dollars we trust. In grabbing power, we trust. In grabbing other people's land, we trust. Huh?
Yes.
You have anything to say? Because maybe this is the last video call for today. So if you want to say something, say now.
Thank you, Swami.
Are you just thankful, or you inside you think I just stress things too far?
No.
Because I have to stress things. I have to say more and more, because you people get always confused.
Yes.
These small things, if you cannot understand, then what do you will understand?
I am very, very thankful, and I understood what you said today. I'm very thankful, and
if you are becoming more innocent, if you are becoming more loving, more meditative, you cannot in any way stand with evil forces, because they are all just for destruction. They are all just for violence, killing, murder, rape. This is totally against life. When you have a reverence for life, how can you do such things? They are completely sick people. And how you can compare them with Israel? They are the most talented people. They don't. If they had not enemies all around them, they would not be involved in that. They would have created even more. It is their helplessness that they have to create more and more weapons so that they can protect themselves. Otherwise, they will devour them. They will consume them. They will reduce them to ashes.
yes, Swami.
I feel at present, no country is so disciplined and so creative as Israel. Japan can be compared, and these are very small countries. Population of the whole Israel is almost half of Delhi. Their land is just maybe equal to Manipur, a very small state in India. So number is of no value. You may have a very big number, but that may be all uncreative people. Those who are standing with Hamas or Philistine, they must be having their vested interest. Otherwise, they deserve a country which is peaceful. They should not be disturbed. And even now, they are not against those people who are just commoners. They are not against them. That's why they are trying to give them opportunity to go away. Okay.
Okay, Swami.
It's not just your question or whatever your confusion. It is the confusion of most of the people.
Yes.
They are not able to decide which side is right. And now, I don't know about past, but I think in the present time, most of the people will be always standing with the evil forces.
because they are the dominant force. It will be very difficult for you to decide which one is right. But I can be alone, but I will still be with Israel. Because they have shown all the time, they are so grateful to India. Muslims have been ruling this country. They have looted so much. They have killed so many people. They have raped so many. But they have no gratefulness for India. And their number, the number of Jews in India is so small. But these are real creative people. The number of Parsi is so small. But they have reached to topmost position in both the Jewish and the Parsi. So when everything is so clear, and these people are never creating any conflict, fight, war. They have no condemnation for India. They have only praise for India. But why Muslims have only, they're just all the time complaining. That is their religion. I was thinking my Muslim friend has some sanity, but he also exposed himself totally. If you believe in Quran, if you believe in Muhammad, if you are really a believer in these books, then you can never be kind to Jews. You can never be kind to people of Israel. They are your greatest enemy. Now in their enemy list, Hindus are also included. They will call Hanud and Yahud. They are our greatest enemy. But why we are the greatest enemy? Because their eyes are set on our land. They know that they have big land. They are creative people. They are intelligent people. So they want to capture their women. They want to capture their wealth. They don't want to create wealth. They want to capture others people's wealth. That is their whole philosophy. That is their very ideology. Okay.
Okay, Swami.
Now don't get confused again and again. Otherwise you are all the time you get confused. If you read something, otherwise don't read much.
Okay.
You ask me instead.
Okay, Swami.
I am not in any way, I have no partiality about anything. I know what Israel is doing there is many people are being killed. But they have no other way. Okay.
Okay, Swami.